Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. There's my new intro, just listing the times of day that you could be listening. Hey, it's Grant. Back, episode 10. What a, how exciting. Yeah, right? I don't know. It's 10. Ten's a big number or a small number. I like to think of it as a big number. Yeah, I'm happy that we made it this far. And thanks for staying tuned in. Yeah, I'm excited that we're going, we're moving, we're listening, mostly listening, only listening, I guess you could say, since it's an audio only podcast. But yeah, let's now that we got the congratulations out the way, we can keep the show on the road. Today's guest is Charlie with Sea Grain Furniture. It's very I enjoyed this one a lot just because it's all about woodworking and um, yeah, it's a cool niche profession that apparently a lot of y'all enjoy. Like Charlie mentioned that a ton of his work comes from the Shmooze, so if you're listening, you might have already worked with him. Uh, and yeah, I really once again another fantastic conversation that I was thrilled to be a part of, and um, I guess I'll go through some other schmooze news. Schmooze news. That's hard to say that three times fast. Uh, the new website's still going on. If you haven't checked it out, give it a whirl. And I'm excited about this new concierge service. That's just like you go you if you need help, if you're busy, if you're you got everyone has a lot going on, right? All you got to do is just type in what you need, and I will connect you with a certified member. So I'm trying to make it super easy. And then guess what else? My buddy, my bandmate, my one of my best friends is making a Schmooze app, and I've already seen the prototype, and it's freaking cool. There's this really fun feature that we're incorporating where it's like, because it is a matchmaking service, right? Like we are setting you up with who we think is best suited for you uh, from a business point of view, right? But I'm incorporating like Tinder vibes where you can swipe left, swipe right, in case you're like going through different businesses. I think it's kind of fun. It's like a meet cute, but you're on a app for businesses, local businesses, and it's just a fun feature. Like the app is definitely more like centered to help you find businesses in Atlanta that you will vibe with, but this is just one fun feature that we incorporated because why not? Why not? Um, what else is going on? Uh, it's hot. Talking about the weather is always kind of boring, but I mean, geez Louise, it's melting outside. It's melting outside. Um, I think I want to do a little shout out because I always like doing the shout outs. We had so many businesses sign up recently, and it's just been cool to just see it grow, you know? Good Lord. Yeah, there's quite a few. So hang in there, y'all. We had the Appliance Gals join the Schmooze team, Atlantic Home Mortgage, Rooftop Contracting, Grout Medic of Decatur, Big Blue Services, East Atlanta Firewood, Simply Smart Home Services, House of Pain, such a great name, House of Pain Construction and Maintenance, Centurion Restoration, PMI Perimeter, Flat Out Home Group, Bumblebee Blinds of Buckhead, Great American Floors, Molly Paints, and Harrison Renovations Incorporated. I told you there was a lot. All right, cool. Short and sweet. Did I hit everything I needed to hit? Let's see. Quickly going through the Rolodex in my brain. And I'm not thinking of anything else, so that means we are good to go. So without further ado, just chuckling, just talking to myself. It's funny. It's a funny thing to do. Without further ado, this is Charlie with Sea Grain Furniture, and away we go.
When you're in need of a plumber, a roofer, a gilder, a builder, a banker, a candlestick maker, electrician, technician, landscaper, bricklayer, flooring and fencing, I need to say we could be schmoozing. We could be schmoozing at the Southern Shmooze.
Okay, so did you have any questions before we get started?
Oh.
Cool. You've already listened to it, right?
Yeah,
So
listen to a couple.
you've got the idea. It's
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy. It's nothing. I maybe one day I'll I probably said this already, but if enough people are like, you should come with a list of things to talk about, and then I'll be like, great, I'll do some homework, I'll do all that. But part of the surprise of getting to learn everyone is kind of like going in without knowing anything ahead of time.
Yeah, I like how casual it is.
It is.
It's less pressure to perform, and everyone seems relaxed. So.
Yeah, because some people were also just like, I don't think I could do it. And I'm like, if you could talk to a human being, then you could do it. Because because I guess some people have in their mind, like we just talked about, the studio, right? Because I get that. Because when I do, I've been on the WABE with Rose Scott before, and I just I turn into a different person in that scenario, because it's it's nerve-wracking. And that shit's live, which is it is live. I'm trying to second guess myself. It was but I guess it's fun, scary. It's kind of oh my God. Anyways, today, start with the date. Wednesday, June 10th, almost 11 in the morning. It's nice. Back here on a porch, got Charlie and Clarence.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. He's back. I'll let you do your intro if you like, because you know yourself better than I do for now.
Yeah, it's true. I'm Charlie. I'm with Sea Grain Furniture. We specialize in custom in-home furniture and custom built-ins. So not anything to do with kitchen cabinets yet, but if you're into mid-century modern style wood furniture, or anything to do with wood cabinets, then we pretty much do it all. If you have a inspiration picture or anything like that, we can kind of work with that and customize it further to your liking. And I also do free in-home consultations where we can come into your home, look into the rest of your furniture. If you have just a space that you want something built, but you don't know where to start, I can kind of look at your style and see what the vibe is and create you a few designs, and then we go from there.
Nice. You mentioned we, but it is just you.
It is just me.
Okay.
Yeah. I shouldn't say we, but it might in the future.
I was about to say you for now. Are you interested in hiring someone right now, or is that kind of just maybe down the way?
Yeah, down the way. First steps is getting a larger space to work in, and then maybe from there I'll probably start to use some help, but that's probably a year or two down the road. So
are you working out of your house right now as well?
Yeah, I started with one shed that I built, and then that transitioned into needing more space. So I built.
Post the shed.
Yeah, I built another shed. The second shed was really, really nice, but I still need some more space. So hoping to move into a warehouse sometime soon.
Cool. I would imagine. I mentioned my buddy Josh earlier, but he does woodworking. He's the only other guy I know that's in your cool custom field, and he built himself a shed as well. which seems like a necessary part of the job because you can't like operate out of your living room or garage, or like, I guess you could do your garage if you weren't using it for anything else.
Yeah.
But that's well, also, like, right out the gate too, just in case anyone's already intrigued, do you want to tell your website or how they can contact you?
Yeah, so...
Oh, and where you service?
Yeah, I personally live in Decatur, but I'll service, anybody in and around Decatur, in Atlanta, in Clarkston or Tucker, anywhere that's, fairly close to Decatur. And my website is the letter C, grainfurniture.com. I have a little form that if you wanted to contact me through there, the website has a form that you can fill out, and then it just gets sent directly to my email. If you wanted to direct email me, it's c.grainstudio@gmail.com. That works best. I answer really quickly, so
perfect.
There.
And then, while we're on the C grain subject, I'm trying to. What's the name? What's the name behind it?
Well, the letter C is Charlie.
Yeah.
That's my name, and then I don't know. I just kind of came up with grain furniture, and a little bit like a C grain, like it's real wood. I do everything out of like real hardwood. So just like a little.
Like, are there grains in wood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And every wood. There will be different variations of grains.
Now that I've heard the word grain 5 times in a row, I'm kind of like, what is a grain? I'm thinking of like a piece of, like, you cut a tree and you see the rings inside of it.
That's pretty much it. So those rings, when you plane a board or have a plank of wood, those are now like just linear lines throughout the piece of wood. Like your deck here, all of these lines here, that's the grain of the wood.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Great name then.
Yeah.
very, very on brand. You mentioned something a second ago. Well, maybe I'm just thinking about the different types of pieces you do, because I saw on your website, it was like almost anything you can imagine. It seemed like, you had the bookshelf, you had the cool little children's toy box thing. I'm trying to think of the right word for that. And then there was the end tables and sheds, apparently.
I don't offer shed building.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I have. That's just what I work out of and built for myself. But yeah, I definitely like to specialize in the standalone furniture. But I've built a lot of kind of TV, like media consoles or record player consoles for customers. If you've got an idea for bedside end tables, entryway console tables.
I saw one that was, and these are like, trying to explain an image on an audio podcast is difficult, but there was one that was like twisty, curvy, very unique. I haven't seen anything like it before.
Yeah.
So like, I want to kind of try to express verbally that these are cool, fun, whimsical vibes, in case anyone's picturing, like, you do both, like super cool modern mid-century, but also like weirder, cooler stuff too.
That's that's the cool thing with wood, is like you can really make it a piece of furniture, like an art piece. So I mean, if you're that type of customer or person that just really does not want something in your home that you can just buy off the internet, then like I'm kind of your guy, because we can have fun with it. So yeah, there's definitely pieces. Not everyone wants something crazy and out there, so I do pieces that are similar to what you can find online, just higher quality and with some custom designs to it.
Do you work with any, when you're sourcing your wood? I'm trying to remember. I used to know, I talked to someone a long time ago that like does something in the reclaimed wood world, and but do you work with anyone like that?
Not really. If I mean, I have been reached out to by a couple of people who have, some people will have like a tree that got knocked down in their backyard and they're wanting to find something to do with it. And I'm not at that scale as far as a big of a place right now where I would, could rough sawn a big chunk of tree at the moment. But yeah, right now, no, I'll purchase lumber from, there's Peach State lumber and then Swanee lumber. So it's already like pre-milled for me to work with.
I guess that might be interesting to talk about, because I guess you mentioned it earlier, but there's buying it off the internet versus what you're making. And just for the record, I guess you could say I'm a fan of both. Like, sure, convenience is nice sometimes, especially if you're on a budget, but we also own like cool shit that like our friends made and stuff, like and like, so I'm a fan of both worlds, but I understand like your stuff's probably gonna last 100 years, and then the stuff I'm buying every now and then doesn't have that same quality. Is there trying to think of a cohesive way to tie this all together. How would you, if someone's listening and they're like, I don't know, is there a way that you would persuade someone to like pick your product over, or your custom work over something else?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would necessarily have to persuade somebody who would reach out to me. If they're reaching out to me, they probably already have the mindset of wanting higher quality and something custom that they can't buy. But if somebody was on the edge of, buying like for the built-ins, like cabinets from IKEA versus me, it's even the cabinets are going to be, a real hardwood material that's not going to easily get dinged up and scratched, and everything possible is going to be glued and joined together properly, rather than just using screws and like dowels and these weird, Allen key mechanisms that IKEA uses. So
that was my question. I think, in a nutshell, was it's more sturdy what you're building, and maybe more like the wood, like you mentioned, not going to scrape or not going to like scratch easier. Yeah, maybe. Or
even if it, like if the material that, let's say for IKEA again, uses is it's essentially like compressed sawdust that's glued together.
Is that considered wood?
No, I mean, technically they are using a wood material, but if that, like say the paint scratches and it gets wet, that sawdust and glue will swell, and then it's pretty much, and it's not repairable at that point. It's trash.
Is composite another word?
They do use composite materials, yes.
I don't know what it means. I just kind of know that word. When I think of something that gets
like
wet, it gets
unnatural material.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unnatural, like sawdust that got compressed and made into wood.
Yeah.
That's. I guess I didn't know that, but it makes sense because, I mean, that stuff can break pretty easily if you're not being careful with it.
And it just, like, what we can do is, it's really hard to find, even if you are in the market looking online for a piece of furniture, there's so many situations where you might like the style, but then that company doesn't offer it in the size you need. All of our homes are different, all of our rooms are different, and what you can buy online is just a preset size with preset, amount of doors or drawers, and I can come in, measure your space, and just make it fit your home perfectly. Rather than trying to find something make your home fit your home. So
that's enough to sway me. It's I like something that it looks very intentional. And Yeah, other like obviously like you mentioned IKEA, like Amazon, Wayfair. Are they all kind of? Is everyone kind of in that same world of just like? Are you ever gonna buy something as quality as what you're making on one of those websites?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Not to mention you're local, so it's like there's a whole aspect of like support local.
Yeah. No. 100% there is, and yeah, I've been super thankful that everyone has been very, very supportive on my start. I went official with this business in last year of October. So I've gotten a ton of support, and like shout out Petite Wood and like the Handy Lawsons.
Esther.
Esther.
Do you say it Petite Wood or Greta Wood?
I've said Petite Wood. Maybe it's Gratted Wood.
I don't know. I guess I haven't heard it said out loud. I've only heard it spelled. But she's gonna hop on this podcast in a week or two.
Yeah.
I'll get the answer then.
Yeah, they. When I joined the Shmooze, I haven't met. I haven't met her in person. I think it's Chana or Chana.
Oh, Hana. Hana. It's like she has two ways to spell her or say her name. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they've helped me out a lot, and so.
When did you join? Back in October?
No, I joined in. I think it was the end of January. End of January, I was still working a full-time job at a local bike shop managing, and then about a month ago I finally went full-time with woodworking. So
I said it at the meetup, but congrats on that, because that's like that's a huge step, which is scary for some people, obviously, like leaving kind of steady full-time, I'm good here, and then going off on your own. Are you feeling good about it still?
Oh yeah, feeling amazing about it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was like particularly scary because me and my wife actually quit our jobs at the same time. She's going off and doing her own private practice.
Well, she's also doing entrepreneurial kind of vibes. Nice.
Yeah, and for therapy, mental health.
Do we want to give her a shout out?
Yeah, it's what is her?
It's so
name?
new that we don't.
Oh my goodness. Betsy. Yeah, it's Betsy Bull Therapy LLC. I might get that wrong.
It's okay. She's might not
gonna
listen
hate
to this.
Me for that. Betsy Bull Counseling LLC. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry, Betsy.
Wow. And then that's you mentioned the Shmooze is helping as far as like finding work and customers and stuff.
Yeah, I started out like posting on Facebook and like posting on Facebook Marketplace, things like that, trying to do like Google ads, and then pretty much as soon as I joined the Shmooze, it was customers right off the bat. And
well, yeah, because your shit went like viral, I guess you could say. Like I remember the first post, I was like, "Oh, this is legit."
Yeah,
that was exciting because I don't see a lot of. I mean, I see a lot of cool like stuff in the group, but like this one was like very stood out. I
was blown away by it. Yeah,
me too.
Well, that's cool. But yeah, ever since then, I like my website is somewhat picking up, but I would say like 90% of my customers come through the Shmooze.
Damn, that is nuts.
So thankful for y'all. And
my pleasure.
I don't really have to do much other marketing other than that. So,
well, as the saying goes, don't throw all your eggs in one basket. But at the same time, I'm thankful the basket is the Shmooze. So
yeah.
Or not should, but if I were you, whenever you have a cool, I think you already do it, but whenever you have a cool piece that you finished or whatever, if the customer takes a photo and they post on your behalf, like that goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, hearing straight from the customer, it's been, I've seen that pick up traction recently where somebody's had a good experience and they give them a shout out, and you know, it coming from actual, neighbor, it means a lot. So, but anyways, that made me think of another. We briefly talked about doing something woodworking related for the Shmooze.
Yeah.
I had the idea of like SHMOOZE and like wood block letters, kind of like, maybe the idea came from because our son has blocks, right, with like alphabet on it. Did you have any other ideas on that?
No, it's nice that I finally get to see your place, because I was kind of wanting to.
There's
you
no,
can find a lot of inspiration to
there's
like what's
off
going on,
guards.
and it's blown me away. So we definitely got to do something really cool, because this house is really, really cool.
Thanks.
But yeah, we'll like take a couple of pictures just so I can remember the space, and then maybe create a few designs. And
I'm here for it. Yeah, that sounds awesome. And tell me more about. So where are we in summer now? Like, do you think you're just going to keep the wheels spinning for like status quo for the next rest of the year? Or do you have any plans to change up anything going forward?
Not yet. Yeah, I think I've got a system down for now with what my capabilities are with the space that I have. So we're, keeping everything smaller. It's just me for now. I think some things might change once I get a larger space. I might like start to offer more services. If it allows for it.
You might be able to find a cool, I only say this because I've had this similar conversation, because some of the members some of the Shmooze certified members also have warehouses. Like you can find like a shared space.
Yeah,
that can be cool.
I've posted on there. I've gotten a few contacts that are somewhat in the works to do a shared space. So hoping for that. There's another woodworker that recently started his full-time business.
Oh wow!
And so I mean that would be perfect. He's a furniture maker as well. So
nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is that your title, woodworker?
Yeah, woodworker, furniture maker.
Okay, I like
craftsman.
both.
Yeah.
Craftsman's fun. Yeah. Let's see. Well, you mentioned you have kids too, or you got a kid?
I have a girl.
Nice.
She's 18 months. So we're in a crazy stage where she's just building a bunch of character and fully walking and almost running now. So she's been fun. She loves going in the workshop and seeing all my cool tools, and we kind of have to keep her out of there.
Is it safe in there?
At her height right now, yes. But once she gets a little taller, probably not. We'll have to keep a lock and key on it. But yeah, maybe I can go into, I guess, how I started.
I guess there was what was the catalyst behind everything?
Yeah, I grew up, my dad was pretty handy. He didn't like have a full wood shop or anything, but I always just loved making stuff. So like when I was younger, I'd make skateboard ramps and signs and things like that. I was really into cars, and so I would use like wood materials to mock up different modifications for my car. And then I think the furniture making really picked up when I met my girlfriend at the time, but my wife now. It was kind of like my act of love, I guess you could say, where spending the time creating a piece for her, like a bar cart or a dining room table that we still sit at today, was what really made me enjoy it and love it. And then from there, it was creating furniture for friends and family. They would see my pieces and ask for things, and finally just built up the courage to actually try to start selling them. And then we're here now. So
did you but this whole time, I guess while you were doing all that, you were still working full-time at the bike shop?
Yeah, I really start to get creative at my first job. I worked at Ace Hardware on Scott Boulevard, like the best Ace Hardware in the world, and just like being around.
That's the best Ace Hardware in the world?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay, because I guess proximity for me, but I use Shep's down the road.
Yeah.
Scott Boulevard. Is that
In-Town Ace Hardware is
In-Town Ace Hardware?
Yeah.
That is what road is that on?
It's near the big Walmart. It's I forget which intersection. It's North Decatur Road.
Yeah.
Scott Boulevard.
Is that the one that has? Was there like a giant purple chicken out front or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and like a huge Adirondack chair.
Yeah,
like a massive one.
That is a nice one. I might agree with you. However, do they do tool repair?
They do. I know they have a steel. They're a steel dealer, so I know they work on steel equipment, like lawn equipment. I don't think they do tool repair though. They're definitely more on the like fun arts and crafts and like plant section rather than tools.
That's fair.
So,
I like that one too. So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, you were saying you worked there, then you went to the bike shop.
Yeah. There was a couple jobs in between there, but yeah. Well, I was working at a bike shop for a while. Peachtree Bikes, the one in Decatur closed, but the Sandy Springs location is still up and running.
So you definitely got a passion for bikes then too, I imagine.
Yeah, I just liked working on things, so I started out trying to be a bike mechanic because I kind of as my side hobby I would just ride around and was looking for a new job, and I was like, well, I could probably work on bikes, so like let's do that. And didn't end up being a bike mechanic there. I was sales and then into managing, but not that this has helped or related at all to woodworking, but
I mean, every step is a step in the right
it was a
direction,
step.
even
I
if
learned
it's
a
the
lot
wrong step.
as far as like managerial experience, so it's good.
How long were you at doing the bikes?
I was almost 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, 4 years. Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time. I like bikes too. Not to the point where, I like riding them.
Yeah.
But that's about it. My son likes starting to. He's moved up from, the balance bike to the tricycle.
Nice.
So, and then, actually we regressed. I don't even know, or maybe progressed back to the balance bike, and because we went to Old Fourth Ward Skate Park, and we got in the bowl, and he was just freaking zooming up all around it and stuff, and I was like, this is tight. So like, balance bike has. Don't give up on the balance bike because they're like apparently there's some cool shit.
You gotta try it at least. I mean, I think that's what we're all kind of like parents are shooting for now is like the want to skip the training wheels step and just like balance bike into a full-on bike with two wheels.
So who's skipping the training wheels? Parents are?
Yeah, that's like the goal now is like if your kid can get really good on a balance bike, like the goal is that they learn how to balance and then they can just transition straight into a bike without training wheels.
Wow, I guess that makes sense in theory.
Because if you go to like balance bike to then a bike with training wheels, they lose the skill of balance.
Are you saying we should get rid of our training wheels?
Yes.
Wow.
If you can, yeah.
I mean, if he's cool with it, I'll give it a shot.
It's something that you try. There's no point in like pushing it too hard because like the goal is just to get them outside and riding. So if they're not going to do it, they're not going to do it. But
well, I've seen 3-year-olds or even 2-year-olds. I don't know. I've seen some young kids on like regular bikes.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's nuts. But I guess you're right. Like the training wheels might. If he's into it, I'll definitely give it a shot. So, yeah, I was just blown away about how much fun it was, just him balance biking all over the skate park with adult supervision. I wasn't just letting him run around free willy, but Okay, so we were talking about the bike world. I guess like, yeah. Are you? I guess like this. Do you think you found your thing now? Like you're good. Like this is it for a bit.
This is it.
Okay, cool.
I've
Sounds like a long time coming, basically.
it has. I've been trying to find my niche
Calling?
I guess calling. Like I've tried to do something similar to this like multiple times, and like making small projects and like trying to sell them on Etsy and whatnot, and then it like my full-time job will pick up and get busy, and then I finally had just a big like, I'm gonna do this, and put in a ton of time, created a bunch of pieces of furniture in a very short amount of time so I could create like a catalog for people to look at. And
Ooh, I kind of like that. Like a brochure you can flip through, like old
pretty
school
much,
style.
yeah.
Instead of like on the internet.
Yeah.
But I'd like to flip through a thing and be like, oh, I like this one or this one.
Yeah. So there's I guess like what relating to that would be one cool thing I would like to do in the future, is kind of have my own line that's like just C-grain furniture. This is the style.
Yeah.
And,
Have you done any markets yet?
no.
Well, guess what? I haven't done it. I haven't finalized it yet, but there's a Shmooze market.
Yeah.
So I did it last year, and it was good.
Yeah.
I did some like all the way back in like 2021 or something, 2022, and that was like back when I was just like, I don't know, figuring things out, you could say. But yeah, I'm talking to Skylar. She runs the Grant Park. She helps do the booking with Grant Park Conservancy, and she's going to help us get a date on the calendar for maybe the fall or something.
Cool. Yeah.
But you can bring some pieces, and yeah, it was. Anyways, that could be a cool way to do it. And I mean, there's tons of markets out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, geez Louise, like you would actually do really well at those. Come to think of it, like any of those big ones.
I planned. I didn't expect this business to pick up that quickly, and so I expected to have to do markets to try to sell the pieces I was making, and then that ended up like just not needing to happen. But I would still like to. It's a good way to get your name out there, and just I think they're probably going to be just fun overall.
It's like a 2-day. It's a 2-day like rigmarole, because it is like you got to get there early and stay late and like rain and all that. But I mean, I found thousands and thousands of people go to like the Summer Shade or the Piedmont Park Fest or all of the Inman Park, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and. I mean, just give it a shot once at least.
Yeah.
Just see what you think, because our little Shmooze Fest is going to be a 1/100th of the size. But yeah, I have a hard time converting our online audience into physical audience. Other than the meetups, I'm still stoked that like we're still doing these meetups, and every time we do one, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
People
that
are
come.
coming.
Yeah.
That means they like getting outside,
and always new people too. I mean, the last one I went to, there was like definitely some people who have been going for a while, but lots of newcomers just like me. So
yeah,
awesome.
It's awesome. I don't know where to do the next one. Like we could do a lunch, which is kind of the standard, I guess you could say, unless you had any thoughts on where to have one.
No. Yeah, somewhere I would do somewhere outdoors. Yeah, you can grab a drink, grab some food, and hang out.
Yeah, we've flip-flopped between like morning or afternoon or evening, and so we'll figure that out. What's on your schedule this rest of this week? You got more work?
Yeah. Currently about almost 5 months out. So we're
You're
doing
booked 5 months out?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm thankful to all the people that I've currently working with. They're allowing so much time in between these. Hopefully, once I get in a few years some more help, maybe timeline can be a little quicker. But people are willing to wait, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah,
Are these mostly, and you said there was a lot of schmooze neighbors, so
yeah, some through the website, some through most
Cool.
of them through Shmooze, but yeah, a couple really, really cool.
can you talk about any of them?
Yeah, we're the one I'm currently working on is we're doing a kitchen island out of white oak. It's kind of like a farmhouse style standalone kitchen island, not like built into the floor.
How long does something like that take to build?
Around a week to week and a half, depending on if I get the stain correct. We're doing a really kind of like a rustic faux finish on it, so I've got to practice that a little bit on some pieces of wood.
Faux finish. Rustic
Yeah,
faux
we're-
finish. What? I'm
Like
having
it's
trouble
just like an
picturing it.
aged look.
Oh, make it, okay, gotcha.
So it's new wood.
Yeah, but you want it to look old.
Some weathered, worn look, kind of like a blend of like a darker whitewashed look, where it's gonna be a couple mixes of some different colors to kind of bring that worn look together. And then doing some pretty large arched bookshelves, built-in bookshelves, with cabinets at the bottom for a client. So those are I have to finish those at the end of the month.
How long does that take? A week and a half-ish,
A
too?
little bit longer. Yeah, mainly these will be painted. So build process is about a week and a half, and then painting is definitely a couple of days. So around 2.5 weeks total.
So yeah, you mentioned the staining, which I get that, and then you paint them as well.
Yeah.
You do everything, so they're not doing anything unless they want to.
Yeah, I do everything. Yeah, there's, and then a couple lined up after that. I've got a big mix right now of like standalone furniture piece to then built-in cabinets, standalone furniture piece, big built-in cabinets, which I like. I love the variation. Like everything I've done has not been a carbon copy of something else I've done.
Yeah, that's sweet. What's the most difficult piece that have you done so far?
I would say there was a TV console that I did that had fluted doors.
What's a flute?
A flute is, you can think of like a concave half circle,
Okay.
like they're striped, right? So vertical flutes up and down that are concave.
Does sound tough.
They a lot of people, or like if you ever search up like a fluted dresser or something like that online, almost like 99% of the time a like machine robot will carve those flutes in, and I did them by hand. So it was
Very cool.
it was about 60 flutes going up and down that had to be, pretty much all the same style, but there was a little bit of kind of personality in it because they were hand carved, but it took a long time. It was really fun to do, and like the finished product.
It's funny
was
to think of
cool.
a TV console as a work of art, but it is.
Yeah. It was fun. It's on my website. You'll see. It has a built-in electric fireplace in the middle of it.
Nice.
So it's fun.
Did you ever get hurt on the job doing all this stuff?
The biggest fault I've had so far is getting my finger smashed in a clamp.
You didn't lose your finger, though.
My fingernail is still growing back.
Jesus.
But it's yeah. Luckily, knock on wood, no.
Pun intended.
Yeah, pun intended. No issues with any saw blades or anything like that.
Man,
definitely have
losing a finger, that is part of the job, isn't it, though? I'm sure that's happened before.
I see a lot online because I've watched so many videos of woodworkers, and they've got some missing fingers. And
yeah, that's enough to make me never even like put that as a
yeah
as an option.
Luckily, a lot of technology and jigs and systems out there that can, they keep your hands away from the blade.
Oh, that's
nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like it'll stop if it senses your fingers in the way.
There is a brand that has a table saw. It's called Saw Stop that has
nice name.
Yeah, it has the technology where as soon as it detects any moisture or it's anything conductive, and your body is conductive.
Wow.
So you can't cut through like a ferrous metal.
A what metal?
A ferrous metal. There's ferrous and non-ferrous, where it's like one is more conductive and one is not conductive for electricity. And as soon as it touches, the saw drops. So like you just get like a little tiny nick on your finger, but it will not cut through it. So that's really cool. There's any time that I'm cutting something on the table saw, which is like the most dangerous place to be, my hands aren't actually on the piece of wood. I'm using like rubber blocks or plastic handles that have rubber on the bottom of them, so like that's pushing the wood through.
Got it.
So if the wood slips or like it gets kicked back, I'm not holding that piece of wood, so my hands can just be free.
That sounds like another nice safety measure to have.
Yeah, it makes you feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, that's kind of terrifying, just the idea of losing something, losing a whatever part of your body.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there's how there's driverless cars now. I wonder if there's like is there a world where robots or something's gonna go into the woodworking space? It doesn't seem.
It has.
I don't think. Now that I say it out loud, it's like, people aren't buying, or they like that there's a human element to what you're creating. It's like, I feel like you got some job security in that world, because it's like, this is what we like.
Yeah, and if the customer's okay with it, I try to like put those elements in there as much as possible. Sometimes the client wants it to look perfect and some very clean lines and manufactured, but if there's a little bit of a leeway there, then as a talking piece, if one of their friends or family comes in, visits their home, like you can kind of tell that a human made that, not a manufacturer.
I would even say, I would go a step farther. I'd be like, I want you to sign this. I want you to carve your name into this piece for me, because I'm a, as you might have noticed, a bit of a novice amateur local art collector. So I only put up pieces that have been signed. I bought. This is a ridiculous tangent, but I went to Summerhill a few weeks ago. There was a market, but it was only for kids. So they were the salesmen. So there was nice. Anywhere between like 5 to 10, I guess. And I thought it was awesome, because I want to kind of bring up my boy to see if he wants to like go into the entrepreneur world, even if he's only 3. I'm like, whatever, let's just give it a go, because it's fun, right? Anyway, I picked up some art. I don't know how, maybe she was 5 or something. It was just like some circles and some squares, and I was like, this is cool, it speaks to me, it looked like a lemon. And I asked her to sign it, and she did, so cool. That made it on my art wall.
Yeah, I do have like a stamp with my logo. Nice. And I'm working on working with a company to try to get my logo on, like, engraved in brass, so I can put that somewhere on the piece of furniture. Maybe not on the front, so it's super visible, unless the customer's okay with that, but somewhere like behind the cabinet door or on the bottom of it, just kind of a nice little touch that's higher quality than a ink stamp.
I'm here for that. Or even if it's on the bottom of it, you know, it's like just something that, you know, it's cool. Whenever if we ever go like antiquing or something and we get some furniture, like I see like such as even a timestamp.
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
really
cool too.
to see
Yeah,
the
when you see
time
something so like
when it was made.
Yeah. Shoot, I had a thought came to mind and then it left. Fleeting thought. All right. Well, is there anything that you that you want to talk about? What are your hobbies?
Just woodworking right now.
Oh, yeah?
No, I mean, I love, I guess other than that, but it's still like woodworking related, as I do love speakers, like for music, playing music. So
Do you play music?
I don't play music.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Like I've always had this like interest in how like music is passed through a speaker. Like it still doesn't make sense to me how this like kind of plastic or like paper cone is transmitting music perfectly. But yeah, I like to mess around with those, and like if I have a old Bluetooth speaker, I'll disassemble it and create like a wooden box for it, and it's crazy how much that changes the sound, bringing speakers from a plastic housing they can buy at like Walmart and putting it in like a hard wood box. It
Damn.
just makes the speaker overall sound better, and it gives it more space and better acoustics.
That would be something cool to sell.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Custom
ideas.
wood speakers.
Yeah.
That sounds rad. I think a lot of people would enjoy that.
Yeah.
I would. Well, yeah, that's interesting. Maybe there's a Shmooze speaker.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
there's so many. The same thing with furniture. There's like so many cool designs that you can do with speakers that just don't have to be your standard rectangular box.
Oh yeah.
So you can make just fun shapes.
Dang, that's
It just
cool. I want to
needs
see that now.
volume.
I'm like picturing triangles and
Yeah.
octagons and all sorts of weird looking shapes.
Uh-huh.
An S, the S speaker.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's see. What else haven't we covered? I don't know. We've done the past, present, and future. I feel like. How's dad life? Because you're in it with me. You know.
Yeah.
18 months. I got a 9-month and a 3-year-old. So you're right there in the middle-ish area. What's all good on that front?
Yeah, all good. It's yeah. there's ups and downs to it all, but like overall, we've enjoyed it so much. Me and my wife. It's been a blessing that she's perfectly healthy and hitting her right milestones, and seeing her learn something new pretty much every day, a new word or a new skill. Finally, like being able to climb upstairs, and she'll go around the house. I don't know why she loves to do it. She's like she'll make a mess, but then she'll like clean it up afterwards, which is just
Where'd
not
she learn that?
always in the right place.
Yeah.
But she'll act like I'm putting this back, and I mean that.
Did y'all teach her that, or did she pick that up at like daycare or something?
No, she's not at like a full-on daycare yet. We take her to a nanny, which the nanny has another small kid. But I guess my wife just like tries to teach her that. She'll constantly ask like, "All right, Margot, can you put that back?" And like show her how to put it back,
Yeah.
and then she'll start to do it.
Good. Do it. Teach them young.
Yeah.
Clean
Yeah.
house is a nice house.
Yeah, no, she's super nice. She'll like in the morning, sometimes, not all the time, this would be crazy. She'll like, I have a bedside table, and I have my watch on there, my phone, and my water, and she'll come in and wake me up and start to hand me my watch and my water, and she's like, "Yeah, it's time to get up, Dad. Let's go.
Wow.
Let's play."
Yes. My son's more of the approach of comes in screaming, says,
Yeah.
wake up now.
Well, how old is he?
She's 3. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah. She'll probably get to that point. Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I think it's like a fun alarm clock to just get me up. And
No, it's the best alarm clock, honestly.
that's awesome. Yeah. No, I think sounds like y'all. The nanny thing sounds fun. Like we're doing something similar. You know, we got our mother-in-law helping us out, and
Nice.
And then but Gus goes to Georgia State right now. They got a daycare program there. It's awesome. Fern's going to join him in a couple months, so they'll be in the same school together, which I like that
Fun.
idea.
Yeah.
He's transitioning from he's transitioning to preschool right now, and it's been a hard transition for everyone.
Yeah.
Just dropping off is difficult, and I don't know. I'm just talking to talk right now, but it's I'm dealing with it more than he is to a certain extent, because I don't like seeing him all upset and stuff. So I'm just like, God damn, this is no fun for me to have to try to help him, but I can't help him. But he'll learn. He'll figure it out. You know, it's part of life.
Yeah.
There's
Hopefully he'll
new
get to
things,
a point where he's
he's starting new
super
school, you're
excited.
starting new job, you're starting your new job, everyone's starting trying things out.
Yeah.
We're coasting around like, wow, we made it up to 50 minutes. That time flies. Sometimes I
Wow.
don't even realize like where it goes.
I was thinking like, dang, how are we gonna fill the rest of this time out? But I guess
Luckily, it's like it's always just because we don't know each other yet.
Yeah.
So it's like there's so much to talk about.
Uh-huh.
And then I also am excited to like, if this keeps going well and all this, like I love to have everyone back on in like a year just to see what's up.
Yeah, that's definitely what I would love to do. I'm still so new to this. I'm definitely in like the baby stages. So, like if you are listening and you're one of my customers, like thank you for like wanting to work with me and take this project on. And if you're still listening and want to do something cool with a piece of furniture or have an idea, like really all you have to do is contact me on my website and send me a couple of photos, or
Seagrainfurniture.com.
Seagrainfurniture.com.
There it is.
Then, we'll just have a like an in-home chat or just chat through email, and then we can work on something.
Seems like a good way to end it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Bye, y'all.
When you're in need